What's up guys, KRL here, and today's video we have my Xbox Series S that came in the mail. Today we are going to be doing a quick unboxing and a first impressions of the console. So right off the bat, here is the front. We got our new Core Series controller, I believe they're trying to call them, and the console is pictured here. We have 120 FPS. I believe this is something to do with the Xbox Velocity architecture. Digital only, so no disk drive on this thing. That's okay though, because I really only plan on using this for Game Pass, and that's all digital games. And we got a 512 gigabyte SSD. Now, I'm just gonna say right now, the crappy thing about this number right here is these SSDs that are on the new consoles, just because it says 1 terabyte or 825 for the PS5, or 512 for the Series S, a lot of that storage is used also for the system, operating system themselves. So from what I've read and heard is this console actually only has 300 and something gigabytes of installable space. A little low, so I could definitely see how they're going to be trying to push their Xbox memory cards, but we'll get into that later. On the side of the box, I'm going to have to lift this up again, we have gaming up to 120 FPS on supported games. I know right off the bat, I know that Gears 5 is supported. I know that Halo Master Chief Collection is also supported now. We got the Xbox Velocity architecture that I was talking about. 512 solid state. Variable refresh rate. Now I don't actually understand what this guy is fully, so I'm not going to give you guys an explanation, but I do know it has something to do with our 120 FPS. HDR support and disc-free gaming. It includes the Xbox Series S console, wireless controller, high-speed HDMI cable, which is our HDMI 2.1, and wireless networking capabilities. On the back, we have Power Your Dreams and a bunch of games. I'm sad about this guy right here. Halo Infinite did not make the launch, unfortunately, but we can look forward to that game next year. Redefine speed with the Xbox Velocity architecture. Play thousands of digital games across 4 generations of Xbox. So the good thing about these new consoles is they are still backwards compatible with your original Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox One games. So that's 4 generations of Xbox games you could play. That's great news for anybody who is a fan of retro gaming. We got next-gen gaming in a sleek, compact form factor. And once I unbox this, we're actually going to do a side-by-side with my PlayStation 5 here, just to show you how small this box is. It is actually very impressive. And over here, they're advertising Xbox Game Pass, unlimited access to 100 plus high-quality games, membership sold separately. I believe there's a free trial in here though. And with that also being said, I have another code from my unboxing for my controller. So I'm sure I'll have 2 Xbox Game Pass codes to be given out after this video is live. If you guys want to enter for a chance to earn a free 14-day free trial, all you need to do is leave a comment down below, and yeah, I think that should be good enough to qualify. Just leave a comment down below. Tell me you want that 14-day free trial, and I will enter you into the draw. But enough with all the talk. Let's get this thing opened. Unlike my PS5 video, I'm going to try and just leave the camera like this and unbox it, because it is a lot smaller this time around. So we're going to open that there. Put that to the side. I feel like I'm missing something. Yes, I was. We have tabs on the side as well. Alright, so open it up. There's the console. Power Your Dreams. Wow. That is a small box, man. That is tiny. Wow. I'm actually going to do a comparison with a Nintendo Switch as well, just to show you how tiny this thing is. But before we get to the console, let's get to what's in the box. You have information for your controller, showing your getting started guide. That's okay, we'll put that to the side for now. I am looking for my controller. Oh, wow. Also, gotta give props to Microsoft for their packaging for these consoles. Even the Series X looked very nice. A lot nicer than this one, actually. The PlayStation 5 is nothing too exciting, but this is very nicely presented. So inside we got our controller. There it is, the white controller. I have already done a video talking about these two controllers and comparing it to the PlayStation. But I can give you a quick little impressions. D-pad, I've definitely loved this D-pad a lot. I don't know. I think I'm hearing mixed opinions online about the D-pad. But me personally, I love this thing. This thing is great. The sticks are very, very good. Very quality. They have new rubbers, little texture there on your triggers and bumpers. And the bumpers on this controller just feel amazing. Amazing. Even compared to the Xbox One controller, it feels better. We also got some textures running along here. But if you picked up one of those newer Xbox One controllers, some of those included that as well. So, it's nothing too much new with this controller, but if you were a fan of the Xbox One controller, you'll be a fan of this controller because they didn't do too much. They stayed close to what they know, just little improvements. We also have the new share button here, I forgot to mention. I also have a black one here, if you guys want to see that one as well, side by side with the white one. I personally like the black one more, but I think the white one still looks very nice. Alright, so put those to the side, and we got our product and regulatory guide here. I'm going to put that to the side because we don't need that. Here is our HDMI 2.1 cable. You will need one of these HDMI 2.1 cables plus an HDMI 2.1 capable TV in order to get your 120 frames / 120 hertz. And we also have our nice sleek power adapter here. I do love how none of these consoles have that big brick anymore. It's all just a nice power cable. Let's put the box to the side now. And let's take a look at the actual console. So, this is the Xbox Series S. Power your dreams. Let us take this tab off. And let's, oh my goodness, I still cannot believe how tiny this thing is. This thing is puny, guys. Oh my goodness, look at this thing. I don't even know. Look. The controller is literally the size of this thing. It is tiny, guys. Amazing. This is very impressive tech right here. Now, if you're wondering, here's my Nintendo Switch. It's almost the size of a Switch. Not quite, but... And, if you're really wondering, here is my PlayStation 5. Here's my Xbox Series S. This thing is so tiny compared to the PS5, which is the biggest out of all the consoles. I don't have a Series X, unfortunately, to compare it to. But yeah, you guys can see yourselves that this thing is tiny, which is great news for those who want to put this somewhere on their TV entertainment area without taking up too much space like the PS5 and even the Series X a little bit. It is a bigger console, but not as big as the PS5. So let's take a look at the ports on the back quick. We have our Ethernet port here, and we have a USB 3.0, two of them actually, here. HDMI out, storage expansion slot. So, as I was referring to earlier, they are selling proprietary storage devices. They're almost like little memory cards that you could plug in here. But the only ones available at the moment are a 1 terabyte one from Seagate, and that is going to run you $300 Canadian. So, when you look at the price point of this, which I believe, let me look this up quick. So the console is $380 Canadian, before tax. You are literally paying for another one of these just for some extra storage. So that is where the trade-off happens. You pay less for this console, you still get next-gen gaming, you are not really going to get 4K support in games, but the 120 1080p sounds like it's still there. But you're missing out on, you only have 300 gigabytes of storage, and if you want more, you got to dish out another $300 just for some. When you look at the Xbox Series X, it is a bigger buy-in price, but you also get that 1 terabyte SSD, which is bigger than the PS5's SSD. And you get that extra room you were going to pay for anyways. Plus, on top of that, you get the 4K gaming capabilities. So, you got to look at it like that. Yes, this has a cheaper buy-in. And I recommend this console for the people who are just casual gamers. You don't care about the bells and whistles of ray tracing and 4K and all that. But just keep in mind, you're not going to be able to fit many next-gen games on here. However, Microsoft does have an answer for that. You can plug in your USB 3.0 external hard drives. Could be even the one used from your Xbox One. And you can place all your Xbox One, Xbox 360, Xbox original games on there. And unlike the PS5 as of right now, you could transfer your next-gen games from your SSD onto your external drive, and when you want to play them again, you can move them over from your external drive to your SSD. Unlike the PS5 right now, where you cannot move PS5 games to an external drive. You have to re-download them. So Microsoft has definitely thought about these things. They've planned better, and I'll give them props for that. On the front, we have another USB 3.0, I'm going to assume, cable. We have our connect button and our power button. Well, now that we have taken a look at it and talked about it a bit, let's get this thing going and take a look at the UI. Alright, so after some updating and setting up using the Xbox app on my phone, we are finally ready to get into the console. But before I hit the guide button, I want you guys to just take a look. Take a look at how small the Xbox Series S is compared to the PS5. It is amazing how small they were able to get this machine down to. So we're going to turn the guide button on, and we're going to check out the UI. Oh, what do you know, another update. So that only took forever. Next. Yada yada yada. So right off the bat, I mean, with my first impressions, there is way too much stuff at the start. From what I remember with the PS5, I was just signed in and good to go. There's quite a bit of pressing A here. Like, there is a lot of setup happening here, which, I mean, is okay in a way, but it should be just plug in and good to go, in my opinion. Alright, we're finally done. Let's go, take me home. Oh, no. That's what we thought. Here we are finally at the dashboard. Now, I had an Xbox One, but I know they've updated the dash a little bit. But from my understanding, it looks different, especially down here. But to me, it's still somewhat familiar. And if you guys have an Xbox One right now, I'm sure this will look completely familiar, because from my understanding, they are the same. But, yeah. Everything is looking good, guys. I can't really, again, show you too much right now. I don't even have anything set up. I just wanted to give you guys my first impressions with it booting on and first impressions of the UI. I'd say it still looks good. I personally like the PS5 one better, just because it feels more next-gen to me. And I like just the layout better. But there's nothing wrong with this one. It's still great. So, that is all for today's video then. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to enter for that 14-day free trial of Game Pass Ultimate, please leave a comment down below. Tell me you want to be entered. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please leave a like. It'll definitely help me out so much. And feel free to subscribe to the channel, as I will have more content coming, especially on these next-gen consoles. That is all for today, folks. Thank you for watching. Till next time.